This is Midrash Tanchuma Tazria, and I entitled this short video, Is Tzoraat a blessing or a betrayal? Now, I have to admit, the Midrash never uses the term betrayal in talking about Tzoraat, but the Midrash builds up a very interesting case where I see this idea. I could be wrong, but I see this idea. Let me share that with you. So the Midrash seems to imply that just as on somebody's skin there is this early warning system built in that you can get Tzoraat, and Hashem is alerting you that you have fallen into this terrible practice of Lashon Hara, of slander and malicious talk. But yet, on the other hand, your skin is sort of betraying you because now you are, you can't hide this. It's out there and the Kohen has to confirm it, and there are consequences to you and what you have to do. So the reason I say betrayal is because if you listen to the other examples, it seems to fit in. Although in each example there is a great benefit. So the Midrash, in a very creative way, for example, starts with Adam and Chava. Chava came from Adam, just like our skin is from us. The Tzoraat is something that comes from within us. Same thing, Chava came from Adam. And yet, in some sense, she betrayed him because she was, taken over, swept away by the arguments of the great original snake salesman who convinced her that she could be like God, creating her own worlds. I'll see more of that in Metzora. In any case, she got them kicked out. Adam and Chava kicked out of Gan Eden and brought mortality to the world, and a lot of tough labor, both a woman's laboring to have a child and a man's laboring, all this which was not necessary in Gan Eden. Another example Midrash brings is Moshe. Don't forget, Moshe was brought up in the house of Paro. So in some sense, Moshe betrayed Paro. He came from within his home and he betrayed him. He robbed Paro of slave labor and, of course, wreaked havoc on Mitzrayim with all the 10 Makos. Of course, if you look at it from the perspective of the Jewish people, we benefited greatly from this, just like someone with Tzoraat can benefit from this. But there was a sort of betrayal. The next example the Midrash gives is the king Sancherib and Nebuchadnezzar, who both were betrayed by their own children. They were killed by their own children. And lastly, a very interesting example is the Melech HaMashiach. The Midrash says that in the war of Gog and Magog, that the Melech HaMashiach will have been born and raised in the country that was fighting us in that war of Gog and Magog. In some way, that Mashiach, of course, we're all benefiting. The Jewish people are benefiting. The world is benefiting, but he is betraying, in some sense, Gog and Magog. So you see this duality that starts with Tzoraat and goes throughout history of the world, of something that's very beneficial. On the other hand, there is a bit of betrayal going on there. Have a great Shabbos.